I wasn't
There
sure
is,
about that.
yeah,
But I don't think it's a user. I think what
according to the
and
Sanofi,
Javier joined now, so
exactly. According to Sanofi standards, we can't create any users, huh? It would be
I
all
don't
the role.
yeah, I don't think it's a user actually. So thanks for
Right.
joining, Javier.
Thank you. Hello, Scott and Kavita. Good morning, good afternoon. Nice to meet you.
Good
Scott,
morning, nice to meet
thanks
you.
for moving the meeting.
Oh, you're welcome. So I don't think it's a user you need, right? I think you submitted a RITM for a file share, and you didn't have either the proper subscription ID or passcode, correct?
Yes, yes,
Right?
yes,
Is that what it
yes.
was? So Kavita, uh, from what I understand, he's trying to create a EFS file share, right? He submitted an RITM, but did not know the proper, I guess, subscription to use, which I think we can use a workload account
Uh,
and create that file share for him. And I think that's what I don't think it's really a user we need. I think it's just creating a file share or helping him open up an RITM request for that file share creation.
I just would like to know, like, what is the purpose that why he needs an EFS? What kind of AWS account he's working on? Does he have any AWS account? In that account, he wants to do the EFS, or EFS communicates with what? What kind of ports he looking for and all? I just need the information, Scott.
Okay. I will
So
I explain in general who the GTT app works. Okay, Kavita?
yeah,
Okay,
Sorry, I just
okay.
I tried to get the context. Please, could you please come
Okay,
again?
no problem. The GTT is .NET application that in general creates contracts and tenders. These files or these iDocs, GTT copies them to SAP file server. This file server was decommissioned, so I contact the integration team where I contact the Snowware, and after some the meetings, is Snowware asked me to create the an EFS file share in AWS, and I make the request in ServiceNow. But in ServiceNow, it's mandatory the file is to have an ASW account. I looked for who could help me and contacted Scott. So
But
where are
but
here? This is
but
in general.
Xavier, apologies. Why? See, I understood like your application is a .NET application. You are communicating with SAP and other things, right?
Yep.
Why are you specifically looking for EFS? Is it something your system is communicating with multiple applications, publishing like in a distributed way, or what is the exact use case? I just missed on that. Per the discussion, I didn't feel that it is like a distributed application, the one which you have explained.
Mm, I am not sure, but I'm not expert in topics on the ASW. But Slowin or integration team recommended that if sub file server decommissates, the new infrastructure it will be EFS on.
Who
ASW.
suggested who suggested
In the chat, I put who
no,
is the
that
flow
is
in
fine.
general.
I have one question on top of that. Who suggested that you have to use EFS file share on AWS?
Actually, no. Ah,
Where is your .NET application? Because ideally, all the .NET per Sherry's guidance, all the applications which are deploying on Windows Server should go on to Azure. That's what my understanding. Who has suggested that the NGDC application should go into AWS? And who is suggesting that it has to be in EFS? Any idea, any business justification why AWS, why file share?
mm. Yeah, and the justification commercial is the my user uh, uh, the contract and tenders do not create in SAP. This is in general my justification.
Sorry, contract and tenders?
Yes, contracts and tenders. Yes.
Oh no. Scott, did you understand me from the question? The last one of the call, Sherry was mentioning all the Windows share, Windows server related stuff should go onto Azure, right? So if it is a .NET application, it will be on Windows Server only. It is not a Linux or Unix kind of thing. So mostly the application will go onto the Azure front. But the file share, this thing EFS file share, I was not really sure why EFS file share is required. I was not really convinced it is not a distributed one. From the points at least he has explained, it is not the distributed system. So I need to understand appropriate business justification why EFS and why AWS cloud.
Yeah, I don't think we have a clear direction on that. I'm not sure if there was any solution architect assigned to provide them to go to AWS at this point.
Because again, if you're suggesting something also, we will be questioned. You can hear me, right, Scott?
Yep. Yeah.
The Windows Server related, Sherry strictly said it shouldn't come onto AWS.
Right. Yeah, and I've talked to Sherry about this, and she can't determine just because it's a Windows server it doesn't go to Azure.
And the
It's
justification.
if it's justified to go to AWS as a Windows server, well then it goes. She's talking about pennies due to cost, but I'm not worrying about cost. The benchmarking has not been done. We have not done that analysis yet of how much more it is. So that statement is mute from her at this point.
Exactly. So I need, first of all, before suggesting anything, I need to understand the business justification in the appropriate way so that whatever the suggestion we are giving, we can agree with the enterprise architecture team. Otherwise, in the first place, they had to involve one enterprise architect, either Romain or Ravi. That is also fine for me. Because this is not compromising with the one which I heard now.
Right. So Javier, has anyone informed you that you need to go to AWS?
Yes, el login it is clear to me, but why does the integration team know this? This is my question. I had 3 months when my application is not working.
And was the application already moved to AWS?
Yes.
It was moved to AWS already. Okay.
Yes, and then my support team is waiting for this file
file share.
FEFS file server to make change in the .NET code to copy the file, the contract and tenders, and the or to the new files.
Okay, you have a mode 1 account or mode 2 account. Do you know what kind of AWS account the application is already deployed? The account where on the AWS account where the application is deployed, was it a mode 1 account or mode 2 account?
No, no, no. I don't know. No. Mm-mm.
The other thing is, Scott, if the application is already in AWS, so we don't have any concern. If it is a mode 1, as EFS is not supported by the platform foundations team, I guess.
Right.
So that is the reason they couldn't create the EFS file share on the same account. Already he has an account. Might be someone, it is not a mode 2 account, mode 1 account. That's why they don't have the CA app admin kind of thing. They can't create any EFS or the other things into the account. That could be the reason. So this has to be discussed with the foundations team as well. So if that was already there, if he knows all the account details and all, that has to be discussed with them. Xavier, do you
Okay.
already have the account details, AWS account details? Could you please provide the account details to Scott? Account number, account name, and the region.
Kavita, I think that's I put it in Teams for you. I think that's the e-commerce one, right, Javier?
Yes.
The account ID, yeah.
I think the account, it's a mode 1 account, it's not mode 2. So they, as the foundations is not supporting EFS, right? Might be it was a mode 1 account. That's where it was not, it is not allowing them to create EFS. Need to check with Ranjay or Harold whether they can support with EFS or what.
So what's interesting, Kavita, is I'm just looking up the RITM that he submitted, and it's actually closed. Closed is completed.
Yes.
We don't have a view into the subscription itself or the account itself, right? To look at, see what's attached to it.
Yes.
Kavita, I have a question. Why can't we copy occupying or use the work accounts as Scott tell me to do?
Sorry, Xavier, couldn't follow.
Yes.
Xavier wants to know, is it possible to use a workload account for his file share that he needs?
It's again his application at some place and workload will be a different account. Again, what kind of ENC request they had to raise and what kind of issues they will get, that we are not right, that direction. I don't suggest to go ahead with a workload account. I would suggest to on the same account, check with the foundations team, will they support, or else is it possible to get the rights to the app team so that they can create it. It's just like they need to have a full-fledged right to create an account, because he was already saying that his application is moved to AWS cloud. So now we can't say like it can't be an AWS cloud, but with the requirement, as it was a Windows server with a .NET and all, right? So if it was not in AWS, it is not advised to go into AWS, as it was already there only for the EFS. If they are looking for, I would suggest check with the foundations team if it is possible to create the EFS mounting on the same account. So that would be the best option for now. So creating it into the shared workload account. Shared workload account only supports S3, not the EFS also. There also.
So it honestly, Kavita, it looks like the EFS mount was created. I'm looking at the change record for what he submitted under the RTM, and it has a tag that says, e-commerce underscore GTMT underscore EFS01. So it looks like it was done and completed. But how do we test to see if he has access?
How can he test if he has access to the EFS?
You don't see any details. Like the whole change was complete as closed and successful for mounting the EFS to it, to that subscription, or that account, I should say.
Hmm. They need to have the appropriate role or AD permission to test. Without that, they can't test it. At least like if not the least privileges they need to have.
Right, but shouldn't they, I would think they communicate back to Javier with the mount as well as the ID to use, right?
Yeah.
Or they would just add his NM number, correct? I'm not sure. For role access.
Role access, it should be if someone raises the request by default, they should get the SAML sync-up should happen, right? Whenever they create, the person who raised the request at least will have the access to that. With the steps and all, they will receive an email. For EFS, it is not pretty straight to connect to EFS, right? How they
Okay.
connect to that EFS and all, someone should send those steps to the person who raised the request.
Right,
They should.
okay.
Can you see the RATM? Like clearly it was mentioned that the RATM request has been completed.
Yep. Yeah. Here, let me, I can share my screen. Let me go back to the beginning of RATM. So. All right, let me know if you can see my screen.
Yeah, I can see the screen.
So here's the RATM, right? Storage services, NFS, CFS, and
NFS.
object storage, right?
It is
So
NFS.
it's
It is for NFS, yeah.
Yes,
right,
custom.
closed complete. It was approved. And I went down, I verified, it was from Javier. Here's the APM ID.
Yeah.
So we get down into here. And I went to, here's the change number. So when I open up the change associated, it says closed.
Yeah.
So I went down in here and all the tasks are complete.
Status. Can you see that up there is conflict status?
Yep. So conflicts. See, I already scheduled.
Mm.
So, but then when I look at the add APM ID to the S3 bucket,
Yeah.
right, I went in here and I looked at this, and here's where the name is, and it says EFS01, and it goes back to that application ID, and it's enabled.
Yeah. Can someone, so if he has access, can he log into the this thing and can he see whether he can access that EFS or what?
And I think that's Javier, that's your issue, right? You don't know how to log in because you weren't provided with the share name or
Ask him to go into my applications. If he has that account access automatically, it should take him. If he can go into my applications, .microsoft.com, there he can see all the AWS account, which if he has access to that account, then he can log into that application and then he can check whether he has access to EFS or not. Once he go into the
Okay.
EFS, if the mount is already created, there he can check.
All right, so Javier, can you do that?
I create the document with the data that IMS shared with us in the ticket, but we call not connection test. I shared the this document in the chat, Scott. One moment.
Okay, something like this. Okay, let me show you how you can check. Okay, when you have access. Sorry. I don't know what
One
happened.
moment. EFs. EFs.
Let me know. See, you just go into myapplications.microsoft.com, then look for your e-commerce application there, whatever Sanofi _ AWS EMEA _ your e-commerce, right? Just go into that account. Once you are in that account, log in with whatever the role you have. Okay, then you can check for the service, search with EFS. Then you can see here, okay, what file system. If you have any file systems, you can see here that whatever the file system name EFS01, right? That you should see in this account. And this one, once you have here the file system, that will take you into the details, how you have to connect to that file system and all. Do you have access to that e-commerce app?
No, I don't have access. For me, no.
Or at least in your team, somebody has the access so that you can tell them how they had to log in. Go
No.
into my instance.
Yeah, my support team and I, we did the connection, but the connection is failed. But I am thinking that I need to user and password.
No, there is no username or password creation. For any of the AWS account, I don't have any user to log into this account. This is sync up with your Azure AD, right? So when your account is created for this account, there is an equivalent AD group will be there that you raise a request, you will get access to this account. Once you have access to, once you can see your e-commerce app here, you just click on that, it will take you into your AWS account where you can see your account details here. Account name and all, what role you have, you can see it, right? So then you can go into EFS, then you can check into the file system if the file system is all created for you or not in the account.
Okay, I will to try this form. Okay.
There is no username and password is required. It is all through this single sign-on. The SAML account setup only will take care of it.
Okay.
So creation of username and password is against in the Sanofi, everything should work with the SAML or else the role.
Okay. Go back, please. But I am not expert in these
Oh,
topics.
sorry. Okay. Just okay. What did I do is
My app,
applications.
my application.
My applications.microsoft.com.
Into Microsoft.
And check whether which AWS for your something like e-commerce, right? That's what Scott was saying. Sanofi, AWS, EMEA, and
Okay,
then Pro.
I am enter in. Okay,
Can
the
you see my
login.
e-commerce application?
Okay, I enter with my account the Sanofi, right?
Yes.
Okay, then ISW.
And you just click on that, it will take you inside your account if you have already access to your account.
One moment.
Once you log into the account, then search for the service EFS.
Okay. Kavita, I don't have this app, the AWS.
If you don't mind, could you please share your screen?
Yes, one moment.
So Gavita, I'm wondering if his role wasn't added to that subscription from the app owner.
That has to be added. He has to raise he has to raise the AD request for that.
Okay.
Could you please go down slowly? Okay, Sanofi. So that account is not there.
Mm,
It's not there.
no.
You have to raise that request to get an access to that. Okay, it is a AD request you have to raise. Okay, with app. What kind of
Okay.
role, like
Add site or request new app.
request new app?
AWS.
Oh no, not from here, right? As a AD request something. I don't have access to go to that portal. ESA portal. Do you have access?
Yeah, I'm pulling it up now. Give me 1 second.
He has to raise an access from there, at least to have access to that AWS account.
Okay, but item 0 items.
Oops. Why didn't that work? See if you can click on that link, Javier. I just put in a chat.
Okay.
I think that's the proper one.
So I would say from my side, I'm very aligned from a cyber.
Kavita, is this the proper one?
Yeah,
Or is there a
this
different one? This is it?
should be the one.
What is the options?
Me, I
So you want to add to a group.
Add item to the group.
Yes, add.
Select for search for your account.
So the e-commerce account.
Yeah.
E-commerce. Scott, can you put the name, the account, please?
Yep. Give me 1 second.
It's more easy.
Oh, I agree 100%.
I don't know the business, how they.
Okay, so it is.
That, you know, they have the knowledge of what that's to them. I don't. I know if I have a platform.
All right, it's in the chat window for you.
Okay. No match it's found. Capitan Scott. No matches. No match it found.
That you cloud, AWS, Amir, Prad, e-commerce, I can see.
I'm sorry, I do have to drop. I have another meeting.
You had to look for the account.
No.
Thank you.
AD groups are a bit different, I guess.
What the option?
Let me check.
Yes. Other groups. It's not found the list. Skip. It's quite set.
Is it this one? Cloud, AWS, Amir, Prod, e-commerce support user.
Yep.
Was it something related to you? Michael is the group owner.
The group owner. Could you repeat the
Group
name?
Michael, I can see whether it is the right account or not. So you had to check this account has which AD group with someone so that you can raise that. Because this is what I was thinking. Cloud, AWS, Amir, Prod is the right one I was thinking.
Oui. I am thinking yes, but I'm not sure.
But please check with somebody.
Where check?
Sanofi. With your team.
Sanofi, what?
The one cloud, AWS, Amir, Prod, e-commerce. Is it something related to you?
I am thinking yes. My application is the e-commerce. Mm.
Because there are lots of e-commerce, I couldn't suggest which one is the right one for you. As you know, the account, right, from your team, if somebody already have access to it, whether it is the right thing or not, that you had to check. So once that request is raised, someone can go into the at least with a developer kind of role, right? They can go into EFS and they can check whether it is created or not, the mounting part is created or not.
Target for that.
So once that EFS is created, it has the instructions how to connect to that internally.
We have some specific.
Okay, I can check it, but it is slow.
Specifically.
Yeah. That is a AD request only you have to do it. You don't need any username or password need to be created.
Okay.
You have to create this AD request only, but you have to figure out the right account for you. Which one is the right one?
We need to have an EDC just for
Okay.
integration. And then.
I'm trying to look right now on the backside in the accounts list to see if I can find it. Give me 1 second.
Do you know who is the group owner for this? Because that shows some Michael's name, the one which I was saying.
Mike Cooner's the owner, right? Names mode 1 filtered.
Just write e-commerce. Because it's really difficult to go to those many apps.
Oh, Javier, this is CHC?
No, I am not
No?
the
Okay.
CSG. No. Yet met.
Okay.
ECOMM. Try with that ECOMM.
ECOM, ECOM,
MM.
MM.
Yeah.
This is
ERC.
EI.
ERC, e-commerce. ECOMM RCE. E-commerce, data science. It is not CHC. So yeah, we can see lots of CHC. Could you please Scott, if you can with APM ID, that would be better, I guess. He has APM ID as well, right? It would be better search with the APM ID.
Can you search the directory with the APM ID?
No, no, not me. Like you're searching with all the accounts which are created, right? That's what I was checking. With the APM ID might be easy for you to search. CHC. Could you please go down here slowly?
Yep.
CMW.
CHG.
Yeah. This is what I was thinking. If you see
Yes.
cloud prod e-commerce, administrator, app admin. You can raise app admin.
Admin. Okay.
The next one.
Admin, right?
Admin means whole request you will get it as an administrator. You have to provide the business justification why you want app administrator. But just click on it. Let's see, might be that is the one. Click on that
Okay.
and see Herald is not app admin view something like a support one. Let's see. And the same thing. Can you please go on to the drop down, about drop down? Looks like it is a mode 1 account. That's why only Herald's name was showing up. Could you please go on to the Active Directory group once again?
Okay. Currently owner is.
Yeah, it is a
sure.
mode 1. That's why only Herald's name was showing. Could you please go up?
User,
If,
right?
no, go up to the group only, AD group only.
Okay.
Let's select over one first. Okay, go up. No, go up to the AD group selection where you have selected the group, right? Here, app admin looks like if it is a mode 1, they don't give. Click on that. E-commerce. Let's see any support kind of role was there. Slowly. I don't think so. They will give
Yeah, I don't think anything's in there.
app admin, network engineer also there. Project team. You just select the project team.
Okay. Select project team.
Yeah, delete the other one.
There it
Yeah.
is.
Is he
Mike
the group?
Kuhner.
Do you know him?
Yes. I know Mike Kuhner.
Okay, if he belongs to the same community, so this will be the right AD group for you. So then go down.
Okay, this is correct. The direct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Based on your then go down the item type.
What is the option? Correct. User, technical individual, service account, right?
It should not be service account, right?
Is it service account or is it by user?
It is not by user.
User?
Service account then.
Yeah.
Select user.
Add your name.
My name? Okay.
Okay. Then add the justification. Why do you want to access to this?
Okay. What is the better
You are planning to connect to that AWS account to check whether EFS is there or not. It's a business justification. I need to connect and see whether EFS account is created or not.
okay. I need a connect to EFS account. I want to, yep.
Yeah, whatever you want to verify, you can put it in your words or also that is also fine. You need to connect to the AWS account to verify whether the EFS.
Yes, then I am going to connect my Kuhner, then I explain the
That's
my
it.
request.
You can
Okay.
submit it. Submit
Yep.
the request. If you know him directly, you can submit the
Okay,
request.
submit, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it. You have RITM, right? Once this is approved, you can see that account into My Apps. From there, you can connect to that AWS account and see whether EFS is created or not.
Okay. Yes, I will check.
So if you can see my screen, this is some of the
Yep.
topics that I've had with Jason. and Jim.
Okay.
And some of
Anything
the
for me?
success
I
that.
think that's it for now, right?
Yeah.
Perfect.
24 or 40.
All right. All right, guys. Thank you very much.
No, thanks, Scott. Thanks, Kavita.
Yeah.
I hope this work.
Yep. Anything else, just let us know.
Yep. Yep.
Thanks. Thanks, Javier.
Thanks.
Thanks, Kavita. Bye, guys.
Bye.